Hey everybody, it's Jerry again with Family First Life Settlements. Hoping everybody is well during these difficult times. I kind of want to talk a little bit about what's important to clients and what's important to the agent in representing their client. And I think it's important to understand that who is who. When we're out here and people send in a application on the internet, if you take a look at some of the disclosure information, which is normally on the bottom of the page, you'll discover that a lot of these guys are nothing but lead sources. They don't know this business at all. All they're doing is trying to gather up information, sell it to somebody else who will call you, and you don't even know who that person is. They bought the lead and they're going from there. I can tell you, when you work with me in the group that I work with to close the cases, I do work with another group that's licensed and sure. We make sure that all the licenses are in place if we have a problem with the license, and there are a couple states that give you trouble. Okay, it's just the facts. And these states, we know the pitfalls and what's going on, but do you really know who you're sending these policies into? Because if you don't control this information, it becomes a mess. It's like dropping a crumb on an anthill, and they're just going to attack your client. They're going to attack you, and they're going to tell you the simple, what I call pouring honey in the ear, which is, I can always get you more money. I can get you more money. I can get you more money. They should just put it on tape. The goal is to get you as much money as possible, but it's also important to understand that not everybody can do that, and most of the time these guys are not licensed. They don't really work. They all work independent. And there are some great guys who do this kind of work, and then there are others that are not so great. And the thing is, I don't know who you're working with. All I know is myself, and I go out of my way to make sure that everything is done properly. I had a brokerage that I partnered with a couple investors a number of years ago. And one of the things that my partner said to me that is probably the nicest thing he ever said to me, because he was talking to a potential employee of ours, and he said, "You see that guy right there? He's very serious about his work." And you know what? He was absolutely correct. Because I'm dealing with people's lives. I'm helping people making these important financial decisions. It's why I got into financial services. As some people know, I spent the first part of my career path was in the consumer electronics business. I worked for JVC, I worked for Mitsubishi, was an independent rep. And that business kind of dried up because there wasn't any money in it anymore. A lot of people saw money in it, and they came in. It was very difficult. So I made this decision when I was about 40 years old to do something else, and one of the things was to be involved in financial services so I could help people with their retirement. I've always had this thing in my life. I help people. I'd give you the shirt off my back. If you were a friend of mine, and people who know me know this to be true. And I do this in business. This is how I live. This is my passion, is to help people in their later years. Agents make money off of this, and they help their clients, and they'll keep a very happy client if we can get them a great offer. So that's the goal. It's always the goal. And when you work in the settlement business, just make sure you know who you're working with. If you have questions or anything, check it out a little bit. You can take a look at my website. I did it myself. It's called familyfirstlifesettlements.com. I almost forgot, right? But you go ahead, take a look. There is some basic stuff in there, but quite honestly, I tell people, interview me. Ask me some questions. What have I done in the past? I can't go into all this stuff. But I've had some success, and the thing is that you can trust me, and I'll do the right thing for the client, and I'll do the right thing for my partner, the agent. So take care, guys. I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye now.